Hi everybody, it's Crafty Carissa W for another Tuesday, Teach Me Tuesday. I apologize for missing last week. Last week was a bit crazy. So this week I'm back and I am ready to teach you how to make a fun fold. I like to call it the funky fold. I'm not sure what it's actually called, but I make names up for stuff all the time. So this is the fold we are going to be learning. And it's super cute. Ta-da! So, let's get started. So, I'm just going to put you on my thing here. Make sure you can see my space. Okay. Can you see that all right? Yeah, that looks great. Okay, so first thing we're going to start with, I'm just going to use this green because it's here. And I just cut it 5 1/4 by 4. Hold on, please. 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, which is the normal. It is the norm. And then I'm going to be scoring it just like I would any other normal card at 4. So I'll score that at 4. Oh, look at that's not right. Oh, it's not right. Don't score it at 4. Score it at 4 1/4. Like that. So we have a little bit of a gusset, but that's okay. We can fix that later. And then you are going to score this inside. Again, just on one side. The side is totally up to you. And that measurement is 2 1/8. Ta-da! So you should have something that looks like this. Okay. Hi, Mariah. So we have this opening over here. Can you guys see that? I feel like it's just too close up. Haha! There we go. Okay. So then you have this can fold in here. And Mariah! And you've got this fold. Now, we have to make it all pretty and stuff. So, because I'm very excited about the new paper, I'm going to try and use new paper for this, if I can find it. Oh yeah, here. So the catalog goes live tomorrow. It is so exciting. It is the new catalog, and we get to order from it finally. We, of course, as demonstrators, have seen this catalog now for a month and have picked all of the things that we want in our collection. So these are actually the memories and more from this set. I'm just trying to find something that will go nicely with this, and I'm not really happy with it, so I'm putting it away now. Let's see what else I got. And this is pretty much crafting realness at its finest, because I never really, like, I try to plan, but then stuff happens and it just doesn't work out. So bear with me as I find something that will go. Ooh, yeah, this is kind of cool. Let's make one of these. So I'm literally just going to take 2 pieces that have different, yeah, that'll work. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's all we need. Yeah. I'm going to be taking 2 pieces of those things, and we are just going to use them to decorate. Hi, Tanny! So we folded it as a normal card, and then we've scored it at 2 1/8 so that it is like this. Sometimes I like to take my bone folder and just make sure that this crease is nice and creased so that it doesn't unfold on me. Yeah. And then you're just going to get creative. So I usually put the sentiment here, and for that I'm going to use no, I don't want berry vanilla. I want white. So So I'll just get my white out. Here. I have so much scrap white, it's not even funny. But I keep it all because why not? I use it for stuff like this all the time. So, if you heard that, that's my husband in the background working away at getting my new light up. Huzzah! So I'm just gonna mark on my little cutter here. I always write down which ones I need. Hi, Steph! Which measurements I need. So usually how I figure this out, I know it's math and I don't really like math, but I do it anyway for this because it's worth it. So I go, so it's 2 1/8. So I'm gonna go at 2 by 5, 2 by 5, yeah, 2 by 5, and looks like, sorry guys, oh, 3/8. 2 by 5 3/8. Let's see if that works. We're going to use this first because then if I screw up, who cares? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I told you I was going to mark it, didn't I? Lied. I lied. Okay, and then 2. But I will if it works. I'm not going to mark it yet. What if I mark it and then it doesn't work? Is that going to work in there? Yeah, it is. Okay, so we have, see, a little peekaboo in there. So then I just take my Stampin' Write, usually on a different color, and I'm going to mark the 2 and the 5 3/8, which is right here. And then I just let it dry. And while it's drying, I get everything else ready. So I need 1, 2, 3 more pieces of a, oh, hi, Brent. Hi, Deanna. I need 2 more pieces of this designer series paper. Now, this is a secret. All our designer series paper is 2-sided. So that means if I cut 1, I am actually cutting for 2. Check it out. So I just need to cut another one of those. Except why doesn't that look right? Oh no, it is. It is. Okay, now this guy, he's too short, but we're gonna use it anyway. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work because that's just what I do. So for this one way is the wrong way, and the other way, I don't want horizontal stripes. I want the vertical stripes. So I am just going to cut it. Ta-da! Okay, this one's gonna work like how I was telling you. We're gonna go for 2 and 5 3/8 and 5 3/8. Ta-da! Beautiful. No, thank you. And sorry, that's not you. That's my son who just walked in. He doesn't know I'm doing a live, but he will in a minute. Okay, and then I'm just going to glue down, ta-da, these little white pieces. This little white piece is just going to fit right nicely in there. And I'm going to put this piece on there. Okay, and then another piece, something different. Sure. Oh, I am actually going to put this on here, and I'll explain why after. And then, no, Chris, that's why it's called Alive. And then I'm going to put the stripes on this way. My husband just asked me to pause Alive. He's like, can you pause the live? I'm like, actually, that's why it's called Alive. Because you can't pause it. Okay, so that is done up until that point. So now what we're going to do is we're going to figure out what we want here. Now, is it stripes? Ooh, maybe. But I feel like it's a little bit busy. So I think I'm actually going to take one of these colors, like the Pretty Peacock color. Where are you, Pretty Peacock color? Ha ha ha. And use it. Yes, so pretty, right? Okay. So we are going to just trim this. This was a card base. I have these like laying around my workshop space because I never clean up. I try to clean up, but you know, COVID, schooling, all this other crap gets in the way. So there we go. So that should be a nice base for that. And it is Eureka! So I'm going to glue that down. And we're going to create a Father's Day card because Father's Day is coming up. So we're going to need Father's Day cards. Which reminds me, if you don't want to make your own card, please visit craftychristaw.ca because I will have my Father's Day cards up there for sale. They are $5 each, and I can mail them right to you. If you need me to write on them for you, I will do that as well, but I feel like that should come from you. Okay, so now, just for fun, we are going to bend this corner in. Now, when I did it before, I cut this piece first. We're not going to do that because I feel like it's going to work better this way. And if I'm wrong, well, then we learn together. So at 2... and then, oh man, I think I just want to do like 1.5. So I'm just going to mark at 1.5, 1.5, and then I'm going to mark, nope, Mommy's doing a live right now. Talk to you later. Bye. Okay, so then you're just going to fold it down. I try and get it straight, but really, it doesn't really matter. Can you close the door, please? Gotta love these lives, right? With an entire family home. So, we just use our bone. Can you guys get out of my room, please? I'm losing my patience. Okay, so we do this. Okay, so we have this little tiny corner now, and I'm just going to spruce up the corner with a little bit of DSP. DSP, for those of you who don't know what that is, it stands for Designer Series Paper. And I gotta say that Stampin' Up! Has the best quality that I have seen in a very long time. There are other papers out there, and I have used them before, but I really do like the quality of Stampin' Up! Okay, so I cut this way too big, if you can see that. There it is. I cut it way too big, but that's okay. Just take stock of what I have to cut, and who cares, because it's a card. It's not going on Ellen. It's not, I mean, it'll be on the internet, but if you make an ugly card, give it to somebody and they won't care because you gave them a card that's handmade by you. Or the other thing I say is, give it to somebody you don't like, right? Still spreading joy, still spreading kindness. And you're like, haha, sucker, that's an ugly card. But only you need to know that. They don't need to know. So, there we go, that's good enough. It's just for a little bit of fun in here. Cool. Now what we're going to do is secure this little corner down so it's not flippy floppying all over the place. I actually like it that it has more bulk in it. I would do it like this from now on because it just kind of gives it a little extra oomph. And we're going to put a little dimensional on there. See? Sticks on, goes on, and voila, it's dimensioned. Can you see that? I love dimensionals. They're my favorite. Okay, so now we have that done. Now you're like, Krista, this won't stay closed. And I'm like, yeah, I know, right? What a pain in the buttocks. So we are going to fix that, and we are going to put our sentiment right in the middle so that it closes. So I'll show you this one that I have here. This one, the sentiment is what's keeping that bad boy closed. We're going to use a punch today. It's this guy here. And where did my white scraps go? Here they are. I just redid a bit of my room this week because I had nothing better to do. And I got a new table and I love it. Thanks, Michaels. I can show you guys after. But I love it. Okay, so I'm going to punch this bad boy out. This little label here. Doing. Save that scrappy for later. And I want a nice... Oh, yeah, we're doing a Father's Day card. Well, maybe I'll just do a happy birthday card because I can't find my Father's Day stamps. But, let's see. Oh, I found it. Never mind. Stop looking. So I'm going to use the Geared Up Garage, which is carrying over into our new catalog, which goes live tomorrow. If you don't have your catalog yet and you would like one, please let me know. I have tons of packages and I can just mail one out to you. Super easy as pie. So this is the set that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to be using this Happy Father's Day because that's what is going to fit on there. And I think it's going to look pretty sweet. Yeah. So if you have a die cut machine, like a Big Shot or a Vagabond or one of the machines that you roll thinlits through, this does come with a bunch of thinlits. And it does have the one that we have that we can cut out of making this shape here. So if you have that, that is an option, and they come with all of these thinlits. Comes with all of these thinlits and the stamps as well. So I'm just going to ink this stamp up. So it's inked up there. I don't need a sponge pad. Oh, so nice. Okay, it's a little bit off center. I don't care. You shouldn't either. It's literally a stamp, people. Okay, so I am going to use my Granny Apple Green and just kind of give it a little bit, enhance it a tiny bit around here. So that's another cool thing about Stampin' Up! Products is that everything that they have matches. So this Granny Apple Green matches the card base that we used, which is also Granny Apple Green. And yes, they all have fun alliteration names. So I'm just going to, I colored on here with a Stampin' Right marker, and I'm just going to give it a little color around the edge. This is another one of my favorite techniques. I call it distressing with a sponge. I don't really know what it's called, but there we go. And then I am going to flip this over, and this is one of the most important parts. So I already put it down, but you want to make sure you know where the sentiment is going to go. I put it in the middle. Do not put your dimensional anywhere in here because it's not going to hold it down. Okay, and then on whatever side. Okay, so that's going to work. So on this side here, you're going to put your other one just to secure it down. So I'm going to lift these. We have a little bit of background noise from my son who's 4. He's a little cutie. most of the time. And then we're just gonna secure it down like that. Ta-da! So then you can write whatever you need to write in there. I love you. You're awesome. What you doing? I don't know what other people write. And that will keep it closed for you in a nice little package. If you want to go farther and you want, you know, embellishments, you can add ribbon. You could add a ribbon here. You could add other things to it, but it's fine just being a nice, simple little Father's Day card. And I mean, I'd be happy to get this if I was a dad. Totally. So there's the card that we went off of. This is one of my cards that I made. This is the same pattern using different paper, but we're getting the exact same effect. So I'm just going to turn you around so you can see me. Hi! Okay, so like I said, if you need a catalog, I have a ton of catalog packages here. And I would love to show you the new stuff coming out. I'm getting my list ready, so...
Can I open the one box?
No, I can't. Sorry.
Why?
This is my life.
Open the one?
I love lives.
Mommy,
I just love
open
them.
this one box?
I love that.
Can
Yep, you can open it. Yep. So, thank you so much for joining me for Teach Me Tuesdays. I hope you enjoyed our simple funky fold card. You know, you can keep current with me on Crafty Krista W on Facebook or craftyKristaW.ca. Check out my store and see if you like anything there. You can make your own cards with my kits. I hope... Yes. I don't know what that is, Marshall. Sorry about that. I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep crafting. Thanks so much for joining me, everybody. Bye.